What's that smell? Smells delicious. It's the beginnings of my foolproof, super easy kale soup. So basically what I'm doing here is just sauteing 4 carrots that I cut up, half of a green pepper, and some onion. Well, it's probably about half of a large onion. Okay, so that's all nice and tender now. So what you have to do after that has sauteed for about 3 to 4 minutes is add your seasonings, because you always, when you're cooking with vegan food, you want to layer the flavors. That's one of the tips I got out of a book that I purchased. Not the Fresh and Green Table, but another one that I'll be reviewing hopefully. Excuse my baby in the background. She's playing. So what I'm going to do now is just season with some black pepper. Like so. I like to add a little bit of smoked paprika just to give it a little depth of flavor and smokiness. A little salt, not too much salt. I use sea salt, but you can use iodized salt if you want to, but I prefer sea salt. And then last but not least, my secret ingredient is a hint of curry powder. I know you like curry powder, but seriously, it gives it like, it gives it a little something. You're like, what is that? But it's like a really good flavor. So, and it's not the hot curry powder, just so you know. It's more like the Jamaican curry powder, but it's not really spicy. So, just a little bit of that. And then you can smell the spices coming up. Oh my goodness, when it hits that oil. Oh, and by the way, I'm doing this in a couple tablespoons of olive oil, just so you know. Okay? So now that we've got that all sauteed, the spices are opening up and you can really smell it, especially that curry. Now we're going to add in 1 can of diced tomatoes. 1 can of vegetable broth. No MSG, please. MSG is horrible for you. And give that a bit of a zhuzh. And the last step is to add our kale. And then once we add the kale, we're just going to bring it up to a boil and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. And while that's, simmering, you can either chill, or if you want to make some cornbread or some breadsticks to go with it, hey, have at it. But I'm going to go sit down because it's been a hard day of work. So I'm going to add in my kale. Now this is kale that I ordered from Door to Door Organics, and I had a lot of it, so what I did was clean it, chop it up, and freeze it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the whole bag because that's how I roll, yo. Hey, holy moly. I know that looks like a lot, but it's gonna cook down. You know how spinach and other green leafy vegetables, they always cook down to like virtually nothing, so it looks aggressive right now, but it's really not. Okay, so you're just gonna kind of press that down into the liquid, and then that's gonna simmer covered for, like I said, about 30, maybe 40 minutes, depending on how tender you like your greens. I like mine with a little hint of a chew to it, but I don't want it to be like, oh God, I'm chewing grass like a cow, So that's pretty much it. I'll come back with another recipe next week. Hopefully I'll have a finished product to show you guys. But I just want to show you the steps that go into making this delicious soup. It's really good. It's very hearty. It's a kind of chilly, rainy day today, so I figured why not make some soup. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll talk to you later, and thanks for stopping by again at the Veganist channel. You guys are awesome. Bye.